Okay, Jay. It's no big deal. You know, you're just entering a giant pyramid in the middle of a jungle. There's a weird goo guy. We probably pressed the right button there, and we destroyed the puppeteer clones, right? And those weird amalgamations aren't chasing us anymore. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Just Rolling. My name is Grizzly. I'm the DM, and these are the boys.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I'm Bisley. And I played Chip.
Oh, hey. I was just looking at the ground. Didn't see you. In front of me, not on the ground. My name's Condi. I play Jay. Thank you.
Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm Charlie Slimeskull, and I play Nick. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, this is just...
Roll with it.
That was kind of rude, actually, what you did there.
No, I didn't.
You stole his thunder. You stole.
I'm kind of the star. I don't know if you guys knew that. Like,
take two. Well, guys, I don't know how this session's gonna go, but I guess we'll just have to...
Roll with it.
yes. Let's go.
Cut! This episode's gonna be me and myself.
Why don't you go ahead just one more time in case we want to use it, intro us properly.
No, where we last left off. The three of you, Chip,
Hi.
Jay,
Hey.
Kublek, I guess Felipe's there too, ran through a jungle, an interior jungle inside this supposed factory head by the doctor. You were almost captured by some weird hybrid creatures, some squirrel thingy. I forget what else it had on its body, but it was insane. And it tried to eat you, but then Gublek ate it instead.
Law of the jungle, baby. What can I say?
While running away from these small creatures, you entered this sort of chase, and in the middle of it encountered this large shark bear, another monstrous hybrid creature who then Chip tried to seduce, successfully, by the way, which eventually led to all of you successfully fleeing from these monstrosities trying to capture you. And at the end there, you came upon this giant golden bricked pyramid in the middle of this interior jungle. As you guys walked in the dark interior, this is where the journey continues. After your conversation, Gublek and Jay trying to learn to read again, still not being able to, you begin to head into this blackness. And just as the light behind you begins to get smaller and smaller as you walk into nothingness, you hear behind you all Felipe say, Wait a second. Just wait. Just wait, okay?
Okay, what? I'm waiting. Fine.
I stopped dead in my tracks. I'm waiting.
Are you an NPC now?
I turn around and I'm just staring like straight, and I'm like bouncing up and down.
Oh,
with it.
Jesus.
What is it, Felipe?
No.
Okay, whatever. So, like, look, I have to complete, all right?
Felipe, what did you do?
And it's very hard to see. You can almost barely see in front of your, like 5 inches in front of your face, especially you and Chip, because you guys are humans. I don't think Gublek has dark vision. Does Gublek have dark vision?
Oh, shit. Does Gublek have... Let's see. In my head, he does. Let me see if he actually does.
Yeah, my headcanon is that he does. No, mechanically does.
Bro, he doesn't. Oh, shit. He does not have dark vision.
Wow,
So,
you're literally the most...
His eyes glow in the dark, but he can't see shit.
What I was just about to say is the only thing really illuminating the ground, about 5 feet in front of you, is the glow from Gublek's green eyes, and this allows you to sort of see Felipe, who's just kind of basically a silhouette standing behind in the back of this march. And by the way, what is your current order walking?
I would be last.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like it's Chip, Jay, Felipe, and then Gublek.
All right,
This
If
is
Gublek
what I
stops,
pictured.
I'd be a little ahead of him. Yeah.
Felipe would just stop here, and he says, "I have to complete. It's me, guys. I'm the doctor. It's me." And
What?
yeah, I'm sorry about that. Look, it's just but I thought you should know, and now that you know, I think we could just, cut our losses here, forgive and forget, and we can get out of here and go home.
Goobleck runs into the darkness as fast as he possibly can.
Goobleck, no! Oh,
Goobleck,
God.
oh man.
He's just gone. His eyes widen to proportions you've never seen, and like a fucking Looney Tune, they stay there and then whiplash to the rest of his body. He is fucking gone. He's running in the opposite direction as fast as he can.
Felipe, now is not the time for jokes.
Yeah, sorry, man. I just look, Goobleck. Oh man, I don't know. I just thought maybe like that would work and get us to leave. It's just a little too much, you know. It's like a
What?
pyramid. I'm dying. Maybe I hit my head a little too hard. I don't know. Sorry, it wasn't very thoughtful of me.
Felipe, we've been through so much in these 5 days that you've been alive.
It's been 2 more days. Oh my god, I was just 3.
Think of all the trauma you've gained.
You're growing up so fast, buddy.
I have 6 hit points, guys. I think this is it for me.
No, you're fine.
Okay, well, if we run into any sort of thing like a trap or a monster, please don't let me get killed.
What are you talking about? We're not gonna let you get killed. Why would we do that?
Felipe, you're in Chip's capable hands.
Yeah.
He looks at you, Chip, silently, and he just like shrugs his head. Huh, all right. He just starts like walking forward.
I just like raise my hands up in the air like, what the fuck?
Also, your light is completely gone now, so you were just walking forward in the darkness.
Goobleck! Come here, boy!
No, dude. Goobleck is gone. Goobleck is surviving until 6 a.m., dude. This is like, no way. He's out.
Goobleck, you sprint forward and this sort of
Yeah.
panic, and within maybe like 10 seconds of running down the straight line, the darkness is mildly dissipated by this light turning on. The first thing that you notice is that you stop at the start of a staircase, and you also realize immediately that inside of this pyramid is not what you would expect. It's not the stone and brick. You've shockingly been walking on steel, just like and the staircase that starts to ascend is made of that sort of like steel grated pattern. Only the first few steps are visible. The rest get enveloped by the dark, but you do see this sort of fluorescent glow just ahead, past the first few steps. That is what is causing the light that turned on.
Okay.
And it seems to be coming from the right wall that flanks the stairs.
So can I get to that glow, or do you have to go down the stairs to get to that glow?
The stairs pretty much lead to that glow.
Oh, okay. Do I see like them following or anything? Do I see Felipe?
You begin to start to hear like Goobleck and then whistling and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh no, he follow. And I'm going to.
Goobleck, I was kidding.
No bad joke. I'm going to. I'm like fall down the stairs, like running really fast because Goobleck's fucking terrified. And I think even if someone were to suggest jokingly they were this person, he's seen a lot of shape-shifting googs. So let me just roll real quick to see if he genuinely believes this or not. I'm gonna say that he's gonna run down, fall down these stairs, and get to the light before turning back around. Oh, is it? Oh, it's upstairs? Okay, I'm gonna fall up the stairs.
That's what I tried to say to you. Yeah, it's going up.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna violently tumble up the stairs and get to where the light is, and then sort of turn around and wait for the rest of the group.
You do, once you get up to that light, you see that it's sort of coming from behind. It's shining through this glass face to a steel cubic chamber, and it's holding this particularly nasty looking creature.
Oh.
And you see it's sleeping. It's this lion with the wings, or the head of a lion with like the wings of a dragon sharing its neck with the head of a goat and a snake. And it's just like it sounds much more. It's not honk shooing cutely. It sounds very ghastly.
Right.
It sounds
honk
gnarly.
meing.
Yeah.
I get it.
And it's just sort of laying there in its cell, where this light seemed to turn on as soon as you got within proximity. And just ahead of you is this sort of, I guess I'll call it looks more like a steel wall, but you can tell that it is some sort of door mechanism that is like shut. And then you guys, as you're walking towards, what do you say?
Goobleck seems really scared of this, doctor guy.
Yeah, I mean, basically being born in this place, I can see why.
You think we can trust him?
Now we're asking the right questions, man. Like, how do you, how long have you known Gillian?
Well, we've known Gilliam for a long time.
I knew Gillian forever.
Right, but like...
There's not a more trustworthy guy.
I have my doubts, but okay. All right.
Well, we've only known you for a few days. How do we know we can trust you? Nah, you're fine.
I mean, you could roll insight if you want. That's how D&D works.
No, you're super chill, dude. Like, whatever.
I don't think
Like,
I
I
could
trust
read you
you.
if I tried.
Yeah, I trust you like so much. That's whatever.
Yeah, I have a +8 in deception, bitch. What
But
did
if-
Felipe became so meta, dude? He's just like, what the fuck?
Nah, but you're like chill as fuck, dog.
Well, okay, look, it's not about me. It's about Gublek and Gillian, okay?
It's
Jesus.
about it's about Gublek, not Gillian.
All right, okay, well, Gublek.
Well, it is about Gillian. We're trying to find Gillian.
Well, we're trying to
And-
find Gillian, yeah, but
We'll find Gil like right after we get out of here. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
like-
this doctor will know, but
What if he's extremely dangerous and he tries to kill us?
I mean, yeah, he's gonna try to kill us. I think that's like already pretty clear.
that's a given for
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
yeah, okay.
You would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you get close enough by now to where you just see Gublek sort of like wiggling because he can't really shake up above the
Listen,
steps being
Okay,
illuminated
Gublek,
by a light.
Hey! I run up to him and I like get
Ding,
him
ding,
up.
ding. Yeah, you run up the steel steps, which does surprise you now that you can see that the interior of this pyramid is lifeless and prosaic. It's not an ancient temple. It's just another part of the factory.
You are my second best friend in whole
What
world.
was you first?
Hey,
Yes.
man, what the?
Is Felipe doctor
No, he's not the doctor. What is this about your second best friend?
Wait, who's your first best friend then?
Jay?
Oh,
Why?
That's just he's so cute.
For what? For what?
I just have a way with people and goo.
We had
Okay.
we had good family dynamic when I was dog.
To be fair,
Pretty
Trip,
good, we
you're
made
my
good
second
family.
best friend too. Like,
Dude, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Am I nobody's first choice?
Yeah, actually,
Nah.
you're my second best friend too. I gotta be honest.
Whatever.
You
I
are my
think-
first choice of second best friend.
Chip, it only takes
No
you a
one comes
moment
close.
after this conversation where you notice the monster behind sleeping.
I look over. Oh.
This is my third best friend.
What? What's their? Are they nice?
Can I roll insight to see if they're nice?
You can roll insight whenever you want.
Do they have kind? God, do they have kind eyes? Okay, I got
Oh,
a
God.
natural one.
The only reason why you can't tell is because their eyes are all closed. They are sleeping.
Okay, you know what? A natural one. Yeah, very nice. Oh, so nice. Very good. Let out now.
Okay. Well,
Well, maybe
at
we
least
don't
I'm
let
chosen over the monster thing.
It just seems like the only thing that you see at the moment is this display or like the this glass, but there doesn't seem to be like a mechanism or a door or anything like that nearby, other than the one to your left that seems to block the staircase to continue going up.
I just say you be my number one if you let go of past and accept yourself, Kublek.
Wait, what?
Wow, that's
I just throw up a rock.
that's incredibly deep. Actually, you got to do this if you want to be somebody's number one.
They're just looking at me and like my eyes are wide and I'm like sweating a little bit. There's nothing I haven't let go of.
J Blood, sweet chip, you're salty.
Salty,
What about
I'm not
vibes?
salty.
No, your blood wrong.
Hey, Kublek, let's talk about what you haven't let go. Why are
just
you so
because it's blue.
scared of this doctor? What does he do?
Can't. Too sticky. And doctor very bad.
Okay, very bad. Anything beyond that?
He make me. I bad. He make other things. They bad.
Hey,
He
you're
make
not.
this place. It
you're-
bad.
But you haven't been bad so far.
I'm bad dog.
Why? I want to like kneel down like in front of him. Okay, why
Well,
are you
hey.
bad?
Don't put your head in there, man. He can eat things.
Pull back a little.
Flesh people say Gublek should not have been made. So Gublek should not have been made. So Gublek bad.
Hey, Gublek, you know, I've been told I was a mistake a time or two as well, and I don't let that get to me. Well, I do sometimes. But, like, that doesn't mean you shouldn't have been made. It just means that those people have nothing better to do than hurt your feelings.
I don't know, man. No one's ever told me I wasn't meant to be born.
Where are your parents, Felipe? You're 5 days old.
Well, as soon as you turn 2, you just sort of leave the
At 2 days
leave
old.
the nest.
Oh my god.
I got probably another 10 days left of me, man. Like, I'm getting old.
Oh, man. Well, I'll be sad to see you go when you turn 10 days old.
Hey, yo, look, dude, 10 days is a long time, man. A lot of things happen. You get close to a lot of people, dude.
You don't,
And I know when I die, man, you're gonna be inconsolable, bro. Like, I just know.
no, you don't have to
What about
die.
you?
There are alternatives. And I just stare at him.
I'd like to insight check
Excuse me?
Gublek.
Yeah, I would like to as well. Yeah.
What are you? Okay. Tell me Felipe's first, because this is the joke one that I've just made up now.
We can roll at the same time.
Okay, cool.
It's chips that matter. Felipe rolled a 20.
Okay, Felipe would know that if he was consumed by Gublek, he'd never die, but he'd never truly be alive again either.
I got a 17.
Okay, Chip rolled a 7. What are you trying to insight check for?
Trying to see if he's like trustworthy or if he's like maybe holding a little something back or if he's
Yeah, so what has he told you? So he's told you so far basically that he's scared of this doctor. He doesn't think he should have been born. You can tell there's, oh God, the thing is, I don't even know. He has not told you, he seems very honest about everything he's told you so far. But you would know with that he definitely like hasn't told you everything about what he knows about himself, you know what I mean? Or like what he thinks about himself, but you can tell that he's earnestly scared and very unsure about his place in all this. Yeah,
Cool.
I put my arm around Chip and my hand in Gublek. I don't think either of you are mistakes.
That's not getting out.
You don't?
Really?
Well, sometimes. I mean, like, the...
Yeah, all right.
Jay, but if not mistake, then why Gublek here? Why Cheap here? I don't see point. Why Cheap here? Why Gublek here?
Well, we have a friend who talks a lot about destiny.
Oh, you'd love him.
And, you know, I think I'm kind of starting to believe in
I don't
that.
know. Like, fuck that guy. He
Dude,
will try and kill you, bro.
Felipe, you have a problem.
Why are you looking at me like you look concerned? You look like a mother looking at their child who is sad. I'm fine, Jay.
Why are you crying?
Let's just go for it, okay? Let's go. Get the door open, all right? Felipe, you've been here before. How do you get this Chip, Gublek, not me. I'm having a breakdown, man.
Chip, you mistake, I mistake. Do you believe in destiny?
Is it destiny that we're here in this place trying to find a doctor to fix all the ways we fucked up? Maybe. Still figuring that one out, Gublek.
What is my purpose?
Maybe there is no grander purpose. You ever think about that, Gublek? Maybe we all just lived a little
What's the closest button in the room?
There is no buttons in the room, but if you start looking around, as Felipe
Yeah.
does as well, because he's kind of like having a little moment there. Just to the right, you get up onto the step that is, is sharing the floor with this large steel door. Haha, rapper time. And then you look at the right. You look to the right, and there's this narrow little pathway that seems to lead into another chamber. And Felipe begins to walk in there if you guys want to follow. And it's like a narrow pathway that just leads to the right here, and above it, there is symbols in Sylvan.
Nope, I only read common, primordial, and undercommon.
I read Sylvan!
Okay.
I do!
Then you can read this as
What?
like checkpoint 1. There's like a sense of familiarity, but it's not from your memory. And Gublek, it's very strange. It's just it's unexplainable at the moment.
It's okay, nothing matter. Gublek Nihilist now. Okay, we go.
Oh my god.
What does it mean by checkpoint?
Hell if I know, man. We're gonna get there.
Check your points. How many Gublek points?
Oh, this is a new high score, 67,000 points. Wow.
Gublek point score counter. Activate. J 67,000 points. Felipe 1 Gublek point. Chip
0.
Oh, man.
2 Gublek points.
You're
What?
slacking.
Nice.
No, I think this is
Um,
just like a checkpoint, as in like through this facility. Like maybe
No.
just a pyramid.
Excellent deduction, Jay. You're very
Yeah,
intelligent.
that's, it's, what else would a checkpoint be?
Pretty quickly here, you guys. If you are following Gooplay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not Goop. Well, God, dude, I'm getting the boys' names all wrong today. What is happening?
Yeah, well, there's 2 little guys along with the party. There's Gublek and Felipe, so I get it.
Lupe, dude. All right.
Yeah, let's just fuse already, bro.
It's only about like 10 feet or so long before you exit the other side. You do have to kind of squeeze through it here and go one by one, and you end up in this square chamber with the sound of immediately sort of catching your attention, and you all step onto mounds of sand. And as soon as you step in, there is another like fluorescent like bulb that seems to turn on at the far end of this chamber due to your proximity, and it's illuminating a singular steel sort of lever mechanism at the end of this chamber. With this sort of sand, these mounds of sand inside this room, you see it's constantly pouring from somewhere on the left and right walls, and there seems to be these little moving grooves, as if something is displacing the sand throughout the entire chamber. You see like little grooves being made in a spiraling or sort of like
Like a Zen garden?
almost in a way, but there's nothing like there's nothing causing
like rake?
there's nothing
Yeah.
causing the rake pattern inside of the sand itself.
Guys, I think we need to do the fucking Dune worm dance over to this lever.
I don't know what that is.
It's where you step without rhythm. You step without.
Yeah, because otherwise the worms fucking know you're there and they eat you.
Okay, well, Chip, I think you should go first.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to take that opportunity away from Felipe.
He said it himself.
He's only-
he has 6
he's only got
HP.
He's only got a few more days to live. He's got to see the world, live a little.
Oh my god!
Is this a real decision Chip is making?
Dude, bro, the DM is saying that to you. That's all I will say.
Why should I go and he doesn't? I don't know.
Eat my ass.
You're actually about to make him the doctor.
Okay, so who's gonna go?
Look, I mean, it's just sad. Gooblik, what are you doing?
Okay, I guess I'll start eating the sand. The reason I didn't say I'm gonna go is because I'm very unclear. I feel like goo traveling across sand is just not the recipe for, like, you know what I mean? I just don't feel like it goes
you can
well.
tell that as soon as you step in here, it is like it sticks to your body on the bottom.
Wait, Gooblik! I pull him back.
It's gross.
Pull
It's
him
gross. It feels bad.
I have an idea. I'd like to grab just like it says I have a
Okay.
crowbar in my inventory. I just want to take something and throw it onto the sand and see what happens.
You throw the crowbar onto the ground. At first, something happens. It just plops right down in the sand, and then those sort of those grooves being made in the sand, seemingly by nothing, begin to correlate or conjugate and make their way towards the crowbar. And then, almost in an instant, that crowbar sinks within the sand.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Where are we trying to go?
man,
The
you know,
lever?
maybe I should have gone first, Jay.
No, what? No,
That'd have been
fucking
great
never-
for
You
me.
want to kill me? You want to kill me? You're trying to get me killed, you bastard!
You guys are trying to get me killed.
No,
Dude, I spoke to Ashley Tisdale.
Do you think you can hit lever in time? Roughly, it takes 3 creatures to die.
How far away is this lever?
This chamber is it's about 30 feet by 30 feet. It's a very that's probably about too big. So I'd say it's about 15 by 15 feet. So you can both in one
Oh, that's
turn
not so
you can
bad.
get to the lever and get back.
So I asked you that question actually, Chip.
I can do it pretty quick.
Or hear me out.
Okay.
I reach into my backpack and I pull out a grappling hook. What if we try to just do this safely from a distance?
Too late. And Gooblik is going to, like, you see
Gooblik
as
says, no,
his-
fuck your good idea.
No, it's a great idea. I just think that this will only undermine it if it actually, like, works, which it probably won't. Gooblik kind of, like, caves in and then, like releases something out of him, and you see as 3 balls of yarn fly out and onto the sand, and I'm gonna use the tan bag of tricks that I have as the balls of yarn turn into 3 wild animals. Instantly, a tiger, a giant hyena, and a baboon appear in the sand and just, I guess, start going apeshit.
What the fuck? Gooblik, have you just been collecting animals?
What the hell did you do?
All right, so these 3 big wild animals just pop out of nowhere. You hear the tiger, and then the monkey, and then there's what was the other one?
There was a giant hyena.
Right. So it goes hee hee hee. 'Cause that's what hyenas do.
Batman.
And they start immediately panicking, and then they see you guys and begin to sort of in this like wild state. I don't. Do they would they attack you, Gooblik? Like, does it like are they friends or no?
They're friendly to you and your companions.
Oh, then they just start like walking around and looking at each other, and then like making noises. What are you
Yeah.
guys doing? As soon as that happens, Chip, are you doing anything? Jay, are you doing anything?
I just asked Gooblik why he has animals.
So you don't move at that moment. You have like one.
No.
You have like one action and one movement. This is a round, pretty much. So Jay, what do you do?
I'm also kind of dumbfounded by the sudden appearance.
Yeah, I'm
of
just looking at
animals.
the animals. Like, I'm not.
What the fuck?
Like,
Okay.
we just had a good idea, and Gooblik goes, no! The rose live animals from his body,
Gooblik,
and they
what the
appear.
fuck?
Yeah, I'm just standing there like, why do you just have animals in your chest?
They are for you. It is now your time. It is everyone's. Now you
What are you talking about? I don't want a tiger.
animals.
Do you have like a? Do you have a llama in there? Do you have a goat?
Gooblik smiles and says, Zooblek,
Here's what you notice. First of all, because you rolled a natural one, Felipe is very poorly trying to sneak away back to where you guys came from through the place. He's just trying to. He's like, I'm out of here, man. He's like walking. And then what catches your attention even more is the fact that in that instant you guys are dumbfounded, you do see more of these grooves speedily make their way to all of these different animals, and there seems to be more this time than there was when the crowbar was dropped on the
Ooh, I
floor.
see.
And you watch as first there's nothing, and then you start seeing, and then you start seeing like holes appearing on the different animals as they spew out blood, and then beginning to drip as if these animals are being bit all over by something before eventually they sort of like drop and seem paralyzed on the ground and then sink into the sand.
I am so glad I was able to share that with the world.
My mouth is agape. I'm staring at this.
It happens really
Okay.
fast.
Yeah,
Like
so
Tarzan Jay. Hey, grappling hook?
Grappling
Grappling
hook.
hook.
Grappling hook.
Okay.
Grappling hook. I throw the grappling hook at the lever. I try.
Once, before you do that, once you see that, everybody roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah,
Oh
sure.
shit, bro. We got fucking Call of Cthulhu sanity rules. Oh, no,
11.
Scary.
17.
5.
Okay, so Jay and Goob, you guys are frightened.
Yeah, that checks out.
I've seen worse.
Very true.
What have you seen, Chip? What is behind those eyes?
So frightened is
I just can't move towards the thing that's frightening me, right?
I believe so. You also might have a disadvantage.
So would she have disadvantage to throw the grappling hook? Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: because the source is unknown, your fear, your line of sight, like it is applying to the entire chamber at the moment. Like just being in this room makes you fear. So you'll have
Okay.
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while in this room.
Jay's like spinning it, but she's shaking.
Hey, Jay, maybe you let me do that.
You sure I have a good shot? I'm
Okay.
a good shot. It's what I do.
Yeah, you're a great shot. Just let me. I can do it this time. It's all good.
But my pride.
All right, guys, let me know when you're done.
Felipe, what did you? God, just give me the grappling hook. I want to take it and throw it.
Okay. Don't miss. We only get one shot at this. She says, shaking still.
I lost my grappling hook like instantly last time.
Yeah,
so
because
now
you
I've got
used it
another one.
right away.
Yeah, because you. I think you gave me a grappling
Bro,
hook.
I like that you instantly it's your fault for giving me it. Yeah. Gublek is going to use stillness of mind to end his fright and say to Chip, "You need to do it, Chip. We are all too scared. We need to be you. Can't move."
How about you roll? How about you roll and
Okay.
then add your dexterity modifier? Okay.
14.
So 14, as you sort of spin it, whirl back, and then toss the grappling hook towards that steel lever mechanism on the far side of the wall. How long is the grappling hook?
Doesn't say it's based on how much rope we have.
Yeah, I assume it's just based on the amount of rope, and I mean, how much rope do you have, Jay?
As long as you
50
guys have
feet.
at least 15 feet of rope,
Yeah,
you're able
we
to
got
make
it.
it through there. It sort of spins around as the rope catches it, and then it hooks on to the top of the lever. And with that, I mean, you're able to pull it quite easily. And as you do, the sounds of the sand pouring stops, and you start to hear like a coming back from where you were. And Felipe goes, "Oh, hey, you got it!"
What did we just do?
And that's how you get her done. And I try to
And
pull
then
it back.
I
Oh shit!
No, I think that's like, yeah, unless you want to like walk over there and grab it.
No,
no.
I'm good. I'm good.
It's okay, I get it. And I'm just gonna spend 2 of my points to stretch my arm all the way across the sand and pick up the grappling hook and then just bring it back over to him. So I just literally stretch
I
over where
look-
the lever is. Pick
I
it up,
look
and then
at
go back.
Gublek like I'm pissed off.
You could stretch 20 feet or 15 feet.
Yeah, I can. My default range is 5 feet, so I just spend 2 points to stretch 10 more.
Okay, that's so funny, dude.
Maybe we not mistake after all.
Yeah, Gublek, thanks. Wish you would have done that fucking 10 minutes ago.
What?
What? Come on, come on.
You're squeezing through the pathway that you took, and midway through, however, though, just as Chip and Jay are stepping out of it and they're seeing that door open, Gublek, you get this like, well, first of all, your vision seems to like go very fuzzy or blurry, and you get stopped still, almost in a paralytic sense, and this rush of memory hits your mind's eye as you begin to see it's almost in an instant for you, but it's like you're watching the beginning of someone else's life flash in your eyes. And it is a small, blonde, elven boy who is born to this very beautiful, like the first thing that this little baby boy sees is this very beautiful
like blonde-haired mother, clearly, as she's looking with these very loving, nurturing eyes with extremely beautiful dark skin. Then it cuts, and you're in this sort of like very fanciful, royal almost mansion type kind of interior room playing with like these blocks. And then it cuts again, and there are these men in dark suits rushing through with some sort of device in their hand that is like making bright. It's to us, it's like guns, but to you, you're not sure what it is. All you know is that it is shooting around the room, and it is killing different members that look very similar, like family, to this young boy who is watching all of this unfold. And then it cuts again, and one of these masked vigilantes or murderers is really close to this young boy's face, who is you from your perspective in this memory, and then picks them up by the throat. And then it cuts again, and it's just darkness. The eyes slowly open, and you, as this young boy, are in a brick, dark torture chamber, hung by 2 chains attached to the ceilings that end in these manacles or cuffs around your wrists, with 2 more ball and chains hanging on the ankles. And you know that this person, who you are at the moment, was named at birth Navian Aloxidor, and that's where you come to.
Hey, so Chip, can I have that grappling hook back?
Oh, Jay, I started like patting around. I don't know. I must have misplaced it.
Kublai just gave it back to you.
I don't know. Maybe he like sucked it up into his body.
Like, big
I can't.
plans for that grappling hook.
What? Like what?
I'm gonna make a gun out of it.
Whoa. Can you make me one?
Yeah, sure. Get another
Okay.
grappling
Here you go.
hook.
Here you go. I pull it out. Jay, here you go. Here you go. Just make it.
No, well, not now. Like, just eventually.
God,
I'll
come
be when we're
on.
back on the ship. I need Listen, I need more, like, a crossbow or something.
Okay. Well, I hope you find a crossbow.
Okay, I mean, even if you just, like, find some string and some wood, that would be, like, I could probably, like, fashion something really,
Sure. Yeah.
like, rudimentary out of it, you know? And some nails and some metal and...
Okay, you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot. We'll just do that later. Let's focus on one thing at a time.
At this point, the door, the steel one, finishes raising open, and 2 more of those like bulb-like sounds illuminate on, illuminate, and there is 2 more fluorescent glows on the left and the right side of this ascending steel staircase, just a little bit ways up, same as the one that you're standing near right now. And you can tell immediately that once again the staircase ends at another steel door.
Well, would you look at that?
Kublai, are you all right? You sounded like a little British boy for a
They
second.
turn around and they see this little blonde British elf boy who then promptly melts, just and like turns back into this sort of purple ooze, and green eyes reform and like reshape. Oh,
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
Kublai,
Kublai, you are genuinely horrifying sometimes.
that was weird, right?
I think I may be real boy.
Yeah, buddy. I look over at Jay. My eyes are wide.
Can you call me real boy name? See how I feel? Call me real boy name. I now know. Saw myself
What's it?
born.
You want me to give you a real boy name?
No.
Jacob?
No.
No, that's not a good name.
Not Jacob.
My bad.
Say name Navian.
A Navy name?
Navian.
Navian?
Navian.
Okay,
Yes, that's me
Navian.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
Navian.
Look, maybe I real boy, I have hands. And then I give myself like fingers.
Oh, wow. I'm so proud of you, Navian.
I'm so happy for you, Navian. Yep. What brought this on suddenly?
Yeah.
I show you.
No, that's okay. You don't need to show me.
And I wanna jump on Jay's head like a head crab and give her all of the memories that I just experienced, like flashing in her eyes like a VR headset.
So not only am I gonna let this happen, I'm gonna describe you how gross it is.
Oh no!
When Kublai jumps on Jay's head, you see his like the goo enter Jay's orifices, like the ears, the nose, and etc.
Oh, I'm gonna try and pull it off.
You have to contested strength with Kublai then.
Okay.
Bro, no, wait. Can you make a grapple check? And if you fail, you're also gonna experience the memories and get sucked in, please.
DM said contested strength check, Kublai.
DM, is he grappling me? or
I
is he
trust
making a
our
strength check,
leader.
DM, you tell me.
I'm trying to
DM.
pull you
No, you're
off.
right,
I'm not
you're right,
grappling
you're right.
you.
You're right.
I trust our leader,
In order,
Charlie.
to, in order to wrestle with a creature like this, you do have it is grappling technically in D&D terms.
I trust our leader as well. I trust our leader, so I'm just gonna roll
our
that.
leader.
I got a
mutiny.
29.
Mutiny, bro. Fuck.
I got a natural
Wait,
20.
why do you have advantage on that?
On a natural 20, because I'm a goo boy, on a natural 20, I would like to also take all of Chip's orifices, please.
Wait, why did you get advantage on that?
What is it? What do I roll for a fucking grapple check?
+points have advantage. Athletics or acrobatics, bro? Athletics or acrobatics? There is no shot you beat a 29. I'm
Natural
so
1.
Yeah.
Dude.
Fuck.
So, I mean, you
Literally everybody hates Chip is what I think.
you panic. You start to think about how Felipe was like, well, trust whatever. You know, we just met him. And then he like immediately, your vision goes dark as Goob, like the last thing you see is Goob like going, "Ah!" And then like everything just like wraps around your face and it enters all of your orifices. And Felipe like is probably going to run away at this point. But anyways, he goes, "Ah, I knew it." Anyways, so what I just described to you guys is what I described to Goob like is what you guys see as well. I guess the two of you go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
What, are they gonna also think they're a little elf baby?
Fine.
No, you were just messing with their brain.
17.
12.
Does Goob have a save DC?
He's not a
don't know if he has spells.
spellcaster, but his
Okay.
monk save
In that
DC
case-
is 15.
Sure, we can use a 15 is probably. I'll say the DC is 14 for this. So you guys get all these memories, then Goob like releases you, I think, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's like the Matrix. It's like,
Chip, just mark 4 psychic damage.
my actions have consequences.
That was the worst experience I've ever had in my life.
Oh,
It's extremely bizarre
That was
because
the only experience I've ever had.
Oh my god.
no, for you. So I'll just explain a few more things before you start getting into your reactions. For you guys, it was extremely bizarre because it felt like real life. It felt like you just lived this part, even though it was a really small portion. The memories feel extremely real. And it's very hard to shake it off now, as if they didn't really happen to you. For Gooblik, though, this is not the first time. This happens anytime you eat somebody, whether it be on accident or not.
Oh shit! So I'm not a little boy. That was the fucking puppeteer.
Gooblik goes, "Oh my god, are you guys alive?" He's like all the way up the steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just.
Felipe, fuck.
I lay back on the ground. I'm just laying flat. I'm dying. I'm a little baby boy.
I was a little
See?
baby.
I'm a little baby
elf
boy.
You little baby boy. You my
Cradle
little baby
me.
boy. You my little baby.
Oh my god.
You
No.
prefer breast or formula?
I'm a breast guy.
Get
Okay.
away
I'm a-
from me.
Me too, not gonna lie.
Okay, we
Just, like, laying back on the floor.
Great. I breastfeed them and then we can go.
Ew. All right, you guys.
what?
You guys, after this
Oh,
bizarre
God.
experience, you ascend the steps once more,
Yeah.
and you pass the first chamber and look into the glass. In this one, you see something even worse, undescribable horror. You see a skeletal body exposing the ribs and organs, somewhat protected by like sections of an insectoid. Is it carapace or how do you say that?
Carapace, I think.
Yeah, carapace.
Yeah, Kyrus.
And their head, or its head, is elongated. It has this elongated, almost detached jaw.
Yeah.
And the body has 6 insectoid legs affixed to its torso, and it has these skinned, fleshy kangaroo legs as its bottom. It is sort of attached or affixed to like the corner of this chamber, with half of its body sort of hanging off the ceiling, as it just sort of like upside down spins its head almost like an owl 230 degrees, with its disgusting jaw just sort of like hanging off the side, and it just like twitches and looks at you, and you pass that one, and you eventually make it to the top of the staircase, right to another similar stair door. And when you pass the second chamber, you notice that there is a large gaping hole in the glass, and it is not thin glass. It is like inches thick of this special sort of material, and yet something broke out.
That's not good.
Yeah, that not good.
Uh-oh.
Once again, but this time to the left, there is another like narrow pathway, and above there's the same sylvan symbols that say checkpoint 2 on the left of this steel door.
Doesn't
Oh, we made it to the checkpoint.
feel like a checkpoint. Feels more like a just like we're in danger.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess, every factory has got its security, right? They got I failed here, clearly. What do you think got out?
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
Could it be Man Bear Pig?
Man, what? Who?
What? Who?
I
When?
want to go and investigate and see if it was Man Bear Pig that got out.
Are you just looking around in that chamber?
I'm looking around at the glass and maybe like the way it broke, and I've turned on my Batman Arkham vision.
I guess stepping around it, I get another familiar sense just because, like, there's this very hazy memory of being in something like this, and it is not easily broken out of. Gooblik isn't very intelligent, right? But,
I've got a +1.
oh, okay, well, I mean, that's average.
Smartest character I've played on Riptide so far.
Really? Well, in that case,
Yes.
I mean, you're able to kind of put it together that, like, whatever was in here was probably banging on this glass for a very long time before it gave.
I relay that to those guys.
Okay, well, that's super reassuring. Kublak, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we take a quick checkpoint nap. Need my goo points back.
You want to take a nap right here?
Oh yes, this is good.
I could use a quick 8 hours.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? No, we're not taking a nap.
Oh, that's a lot. 8 hours a lot. I think more like 30 minutes.
Kublak! Jay, Felipe?
How about
Yeah, what's
you
up?
guys stay here and the Chip and I will go hit the next lever.
Whoa.
Or Jay and I don't know.
I mean, like, I don't really necessarily. I mean, like, we should go with more people, but
Let's go hit the lever.
All right, so everyone except for Gooblik will go hit the lever.
Well, now I'm coming because they can't.
All right,
leave
everyone's
me here.
coming. Let's do it.
Okay, but if it's a really long elevator, I get my goo points back.
No, you guys walk through this narrow pathway again. Who's up front? Is it still just Chip?
yeah, I'll be up front.
All right, Chip. You walk through and you come into another square chamber, and this time you do notice that there is once again a metal lever at the end of at the other side, the opposite wall, and attached to it,
Oh,
you would see that there's some sort of like tube with this a red droplet symbol, sort of like I don't want to say inscribed, but it's like almost like affixed, like this sort of red droplet emblem affixed to this tube, which is affixed to the mechanism, and under the lever is a red light. That's what you notice on the far side with your tunnel vision, and then you sort of come back, and then you see what's around you in the room. And hanging on the ceiling, almost like being in sort of a butcher shop where there's like pigs on hooks, all around you there are just these different sort of metal sharp devices and weapons hanging on the ceiling. And you have to like walk through it as if you're walking through one of those sort of 90s like curtains, whatever, the string curtains.
Oh, this easy puzzle. You give enough blood, or if you don't give blood, the gas fills the room. The gas. The room fills with gas.
Oh man, I don't want to be here for the gas.
I don't want to be here for the gas
not
either.
the gas. I'd be really upset if the gas filled the room.
Anything but the gas.
The gas would be really bad if it filled the gas room.
You need to try and wade through and not bleed too much and die, or the gas will fill the room. The gas.
All right, guys, let's be careful and make sure the gas doesn't fill the room.
Oh man, I don't want to inhale any gas.
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 That would be really
Gas.
bad. Gas in the lungs is just
I-
really
I-
bad.
Can't say
In
for
general-
certain, but I would guess it would be bad.
Stop being a bunch of gas holes.
So, I'm
do
gonna
you guys do?
sit down, and if it happens to take Jay and Chip roughly 30 minutes to an hour to figure out the course of action, I will begin to maybe take a short
Okay,
rest.
so let me understand. There are hooks along the room.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
The string curtains that you have to walk through in like the 90s or whatever,
I kind of, but you also said like pigs hanging in a slaughterhouse.
No,
I
it's
just
like
meant-
pig, like
I just meant
hooks,
like
I think.
how they're hanging, right? But think of it like this room is just one big string curtain, except those lights that hang in the art factory? Like the
Yes.
art
What?
museum that we went to? Like the,
Yeah,
like
like
the
Oh,
pretty lights?
yes!
It's like
Yes!
that, except instead of lights, they're weapons.
You
or
have to
sharp
wade
objects.
through the blades, bruh, to get to the blood tube. That's what he's trying to tell you. I don't know. It's not good.
Okay, I have no ideas.
Gooblik, do you bleed?
You will. Sorry.
Just the way you said that, you could have said it any other way.
Gooblik, do you bleed?
Oh, let me try. I have a crazy question. How high are the blades hanging off the ground?
It goes all the way down to the floor almost, if that makes sense. Like I said, it's like walking through string curtains, except it's a bunch of sharp, serrated objects and weapons and whatnot.
So, since it's like walking through string curtains, can I squeeze down? Because I'm a goo. I can squeeze down.
It touches the floor.
I know. Can I squeeze between them and like slither like a slither.io snake, like a 1-inch wide
You could have just
slither
said snake. You
Okay.
could have just said snake. You didn't need
You're
slither.io
actually
in
so
there.
right. And because I mean, Gublek doesn't think that he can give blood to this thing, but he'll try if they suggest it. So I guess I want to try and slither in between them, like squeezing myself and shaping myself to be a limbless blob, so I have minimal things that can scrape against this.
I'll say that you can begin to move this way, but right before like you start, there is
Oh.
like an AC kicks on, if you will, like that sort of sound, like a. And then you see, in a moment, the sort of gusts of air push all these hanging sharp chains, I guess, if you will,
Oh, shit.
that wave left and right and then begin to just sort of swing together for a moment,
Oh no.
making it like much harder to just slither through,
Yeah, that
but you
makes
still
sense.
can if you want.
Chip, what do?
I can try to get through.
You sure? You okay
Yeah,
with a couple more
alright.
scars to your collection?
I have an idea. So I don't know if this is how this works.
Love any plans starting with that.
I
to be
really
honest with
don't.
you.
I want to pull out Gillian's sword. I have a spell that I can use. I have one first level spell, and that is shield. Can I hold out this sword? It says I can use it for like one turn pretty much, and you said if it's the same size room as the other room,
Pretty much,
I can
yeah.
get across it
And
in
back.
one turn.
Yeah, you can.
I want to use shield and run through it.
Yeah, I mean, normally you can't use reactions outside of combat, but because it is a spell slot, right? I'll let you do it.
I only get one. I only get one per long
Oh,
rest.
yeah, then absolutely go for it, man.
All right, here goes nothing.
So this
Pull out
like sort
Gillian's
of,
sword.
do you want to describe what this shield looks like as soon as you cast it?
Yeah, so I hold out Gillian's sword in front of me, and I'm like, all right, can Gillian do this? This will work. This is fine. Okay. I'm like hyping myself up. I'm taking way too long.
Just go already, man.
I start to run forward, and then I stop, and I go back. All right, okay.
Again, that breeze was
Yeah. Jay, we need to 3, 2, 1. Three,
Back
two,
and
one.
forth.
And then push
Okay,
him.
and now. Nope.
Okay, 3,
No,
2.
wait, guys, I'm not ready. I don't think I actually want to do this.
Punches him.
Yeah!
All right, we gotta push it together.
As I go running through from this blade, water starts to form like a torpedo around me, and I go rushing through it.
What's your AC now?
20.
God, it's crazy what armor will do.
It added 1, bruh.
Because you casted shield and you run through, even despite the sort of wind, like gusts of wind blowing on your way back, because you do make it there, you're able to. Well, you make it there, and the first thing you notice is that as you try to pull the lever, nothing happens at first. You still see that tube that's empty, and then that gust of wind goes, and only 2 of these like chains manage to nick your skin because of the shield spell, which is only going to be 2 points of slashing damage. But I rolled 15 hits,
Damn,
God.
that's
but
huge.
only 2 got above a 20.
Nice.
Yeah, so you notice the lever is not working, and you're going to run out of time with your shield if you don't figure it out.
I want to give blood. I want to get the Red Cross is here.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming, how are you doing this?
I picked my finger. I don't know.
The tube is like the size of a testing tube, and using a drop of blood from your finger to fill it is going to take a long time.
What do you want me to slit my throat, dog?
I don't want you
I
to
have
do anything.
no
I'm just
idea.
telling you what you
I have
notice.
no idea. Can I take the tube?
No, it's affixed to the.
God, fucking affixed. All right, I cut the shit out of my hand and I put it in. I don't know.
Okay.
Can I shape water on my blood to pull it out?
Yes. No, you can't actually. That is not how the.
Fuck!
That'd be
As soon as the
wait.
DM said yes on that, a world of possibilities are about to open
Dude,
for
I
us, bro.
saw your eyes. I saw your eyes. They were scary. They
It's
were
like,
scary.
Oh, say yes, DM.
Bloodbending is forbidden.
I have to think about that because someone asked me this question on my server and I gave them an answer, but I don't really want to get into it right now. So I'll tell you guys in the world, okay? So go to patreon.com/justrollwithit and you can hear the
Oh,
roll.
dude, he hit me.
Oh
Holy
my
shit, he hit me
God.
with that plug.
Oh
out of
Oh
nowhere. I
my
didn't even see
god, that
fucking
show
coming.
after the show where we talk about the show? Dude,
So-
you gotta go watch that.
So yeah, go ahead and just roll damage for whatever like your weapon you're using.
Yeah, I'm just like
A dagger, I
cutting my
guess?
hand open. That's
go
I
ahead and roll
rolled
that.
to hit myself. I rolled a natural one to hit myself.
You know, you
It's
don't have
like
to roll to hit. You're willing.
that's but I still
Okay, you rolled
I-
a natural one, double the damage.
You did a natural
Seven.
one. Yeah, make
All
it a
right,
sneak attack.
seven-
You somehow fucked it up.
Reduce sneak. No, I'm double damage. I did roll max damage.
So-
7 plus 5, 12.
And you double it, so 24.
No, dude, no, I didn't. I rolled it twice.
Oh,
Did you add your sneak attack die, bro?
okay.
I rolled twice, so it's 12.
So anyways, you do slash a healthy, not very healthy, a hefty gash on your hand, and you hold it over the tube, and it does begin to fill. And as soon as it reaches like a certain amount, you see the red light turn green, and you're able to
pull the
that-
lever.
You're able to pull that lever, and you begin to head back. Just as you're about to get back to where Jay and Gublik are, you're going to lose shield. Gas. Sorry, the gas is gonna go.
Bruh.
I pressed the wrong button. All right.
Bruh.
I rolled a natural 20 on one of the chains. Those are all failing. I rolled a second natural 20 on one of the chains.
I love this show where everybody just beats Chip up and he dies.
So this time you take 14 points of slashing damage, and you make it
Fun.
back. And you guys hear that steel door. Shh.
Two
Opening
chains
up.
comes in and beats the shit out of me.
2 chains.
2 chains.
Chip, did you give it your blood?
I'm like, you see my face is like pale white and I'm just like dripping blood from my hand. I did it.
Felipe goes, "Hey, how do you know it was supposed to be blood?"
Yeah, what if
I
it
don't-
could have just been water is what I was thinking. What if you just gave
What?
them free DNA and they're gonna make like clones of you
Oh my god, we don't need more chips in the world.
and we don't, we really
Definitely
don't.
make clones of you, Chip.
You can see. I mean, as soon as you pulled the lever, the tube sort of drained as if it was like being sucked somewhere.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
That's not good.
You are going to need to pay child support, Chip, on yourself.
Okay, well that's the next checkpoint done.
How that
Yay.
nap sound?
Good
How
job,
did
Chip.
nap sound?
I pat him
I
on
don't
the
need
back
a nap.
and-
I'm doing so good right now.
I pat him on the back
I'm
and
just
I
feeling-
get my hand covered in blood and I.
You pat me on the back, I fall over. Face
Oh,
first.
Okay, so maybe we do take that rest.
I don't know why I'm looking through my fucking things to see if I can somehow give Chip blood. That is like insane.
What's your blood type? Gublek? Navian? Gublek? I don't know. Which one do I call you?
I don't think I have. I think my blood type is me, bro. Yeah, fuck it. Can I try and give Chip blood?
Gublek doesn't have blood, I don't think.
Can I try and give him whatever is in me in his veins?
I-
Swelling.
I'm
It'll
not
make him
gonna
more
let you
powerful.
do that, Gublek. He just needs to rest a little bit.
So this steel door opens once more, and you see you can ascend this steel staircase, and there is another singular light on the right side. This time, the walls that flank the staircase that illuminate the area, and there is another, although albeit much bigger, steel door at the end. You guys sit down, and what do you do?
I'm just like laying on the ground, loopy as fuck.
I eat some rations, drink some water.
Jay, can you like? I don't know, I'm feeling so good.
Water? I pour water on
I
him.
can't. No, I just meant like, can you fix my hand?
What?
What
Oh,
the fuck?
my
I could have drowned.
No, you wouldn't have drowned. Just drink
I'm
the water.
dying.
dumbass.
I'm dying. It's your fault.
I kind of like put my hand on his, and I'm gonna cast level 1 Cure Wounds to kind of fix it up, and you regain 11 HP.
Oh, that's nice. What happens to my hand and what does it like look like?
Say like accelerates the natural healing process. Like it starts to scar over a lot faster. Basically,
She just gives you a tube
really
of
cool.
hemorrhoid cream and walks away.
that's exactly what happened. I rubbed some cream on it.
That's why
feels
you're so
nice.
angry all the time, bro. You got heavies. You got
You
the
know-
case of the heavies.
Not the Hemis. Oh,
You don't realize it until he's gone, but having Gillian around makes things a lot easier. You would have been through that room in 2 seconds.
Yeah, dude. It's like this whole place is just designed for Gillian to be here. And it's made
Like,
to
he
show
would've-
you how much you miss him. And fuck that guy, dude. Why do you have to get
Dude.
killed like that?
well, no, he didn't get
He didn't
killed,
get- he's not
Felipe.
dead.
How do you know?
We don't.
No,
No, he just disappeared
we do know. He's
for maybe forever.
he didn't disappear forever, guys.
Yeah, like death, man. I don't. Same
Look,
thing.
Gillian's fine, all right. We're gonna find him after this.
I wonder if there wasn't anything different we could have done to like stop him from disappearing into nothing.
Yeah, I wonder.
It just kind of like, Chip just stops for a moment and looks down. I don't know.
It's gonna be fine. You know, we're gonna make it through here. We're gonna get Pretzel back, and like you said, he's gonna be there. We'll find him as soon as we leave this place. Instantly. He's gonna just.
It's okay.
We're gonna give him a big hug, and everything's gonna be awesome.
I know you see him again, Chip. In heaven.
Wait, there's heaven, bro? Hold on.
Chip is just looking down, and you can see a couple of tears start to fall.
Oh, shit.
It's my fault, Jay. It's all my fucking fault.
No, Chip, you can't.
I handed him the cards. I got the cards.
You didn't know what they did, Chip. You can't blame yourself, okay?
Well, he wouldn't have fucking had him if it weren't for me, right?
Well, he wouldn't have been on this improv show rampage if I hadn't enabled him as much as I did. How about that? It's just as much my fault in that case.
It's not. This doctor probably doesn't even know where he is.
Maybe he doesn't. But right now, all I know is that Gillian would want us to get Pretzel back.
Gillian's not here. Jay, it's not here.
In that moment of silence, you hear like a splashing sort of water sound at your hip, Jay.
At my hip?
You're the one carrying Pretzel's tank, right?
Right.
And you sort of look down and you see that all of the tentacles are normal. And then she sort of spins around and only like one side of her face is still that sort of like puppet or plushie form. And the other eye is like trying to look around, but it almost looks like it seems like she's like blind at the moment.
See, Pretzel's coming back to us.
You can just sort of hear the bubbling, like sort of in the water.
That's great, Jay.
Chip. Gillian's the hero of prophecy. You think this is really what destiny had out for him, was to just disappear forever? You were right, we're going to find him, okay? And I know you blame yourself, right? But any one of us could have done anything to stop him. You can't carry this burden alone.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find him, just like we're gonna find Arlen, and just like we're gonna take Ollie home, but then bring him on another adventure, and then he's gonna get killed? It is my fault. It's all my fault. Always has been.
And I hope you're able to forgive yourself.
Let's just finish what we came here to do, and I don't know, we'll start looking.
Jay doesn't really have, anything she feels like she can say right now.
Well, your short rest comes to an end then.
Very
Unless
silent.
Gublek has anything to say?
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Nothing, Gublek. You should go. You shouldn't be around us.
Oh.
You could be around me,
Okay,
though.
Gublek starts to leave. Okay.
Wait, Gublek,
Felipe.
don't go.
Why?
Because we're friends.
What does that mean?
That means, like, you're baby bro, and I'm baby bro, and this is big bro, and
Well, we baby.
yeah, man, we're baby, and like, we gotta, babies gotta stick
baby.
together, Otherwise, you're gonna grow up and not know, you're gonna be clueless like this guy, and he points at shit. You wonder who the hell you are, man, so you gotta stick together, alright? Don't you want answers, little guy? Don't you want to stop being so scared? To be alive, man. You're alive, bro. Doesn't matter how you came in the
No.
world.
You're a frog. You don't know how I got here. You're just frog now.
Doesn't matter what Frog knows, man. All that matters is I'm here right now. And that's all that matters, man. I'm here in the moment. I'm fucking living it out, dude. I'm experiencing shit. Yeah, I almost died. Yeah, I'm kind of dying still.
Okay.
But who cares, man? I'm not dead yet. That's all that matters. So let's spend this life together while we got it, eh?
Felipe, you have earned 100,000 Gublek points and are now numbered 1 Gublek friend.
Yeah, right, man. I mean, my number one spot is still taken. It's just, I forget who was taken by. He starts to cry.
Okay, there's a lot.
I start.
Hello, Just Roll With It audience. The other guys are not looking at the moment, so I've decided to steal your attention away to tell you about a show I do called Spit Take with my friend Milo. Take it away, Milo.
Hi everybody, it's me Milo Mumbles. I do Spit Take. I do Spit Take with my friend Bisley right here. It's a cool show where we play games on Twitch and we do it live.
Guys,
and what?
Bro, we literally had Charlie Slimesicle on.
We did have Charlie Slimesicle, and that guy is on this podcast that you listen to. So if you want more Bisley, and if you want any of me, if you want me, go on down to twitch.tv/SpitTakeLive or our silly little YouTube channel.
And if you're not patient enough to catch us live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. EST on the fucking dot.
Usually.
You can also catch us on YouTube at it's just Spit Take.
It's just Spit Take.
It's just Spit Take.
It's just Spit Take. We're simple like that.
We're just simple guys. We're just some simple guys. Anyway, yeah, we really like doing Spit Take. Spit Take's one of my favorite projects I'm working on right now, and I'd absolutely love it if you would go and check it out just one time. Milo, I think Condi saw something. We gotta do something about that guy.
You think what I'm thinking?
Yeah, we gotta take care of him.
I got a shovel,
3-inch nails,
hydrofluoric acid,
aluminum bat.
cute little bear plush.
It's spitting time.
It's spitting time.
Okay, I'm gonna send this to the editor before the other guys notice. Make sure to go check out Spit Take. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
What do you guys do?
Chip, do you need
I guess
a little longer or?
No, let's go.
You guys walk up and you pass another one of those chambers. This time it's much larger, and behind the glass, you see, of course, another unimaginable terror. It's this horrifying eel body taking up almost all of the space, dripping in purple ooze, with different sharp limbs emerging from the center body. Its upper body has like scythe-like claws and millions of white bubbles covering its outer skin. Its face is a flower of octopi tentacles, and the bulb of the flower pretty much being its circular mouth lined and jagged teeth. And it just gets really close to the window or the glass, and the sort of face tentacles like stick and suction cup onto it as you walk by. And that's...
this poor creature.
Oh, I mean, Gublek, you can tell, like, every creature you've passed so far is in pain. They're abominations. They shouldn't be alive.
These
At least
are
that's what it
horrible,
seems
yeah.
like. Well, you don't know if they should be alive, like that's what you guys were just talking about anyways, but you know that they shouldn't have been made.
Right.
And each of these creatures that you pass, you can also tell that there is that similar stitching on some of the limbs, if like similar to the puppeteer and the puppets that you saw.
When we're done, we come back. We let you out into the world. Be free.
Those are the suction cup
they
sounds.
Will, they will love you. They will love you.
No, maybe we don't do that.
Like me, I have learned. I'm gonna hold Felipe's little frog hand now because he's reached out to me.
I got you, buddy. And you guys get to the much larger steel door here. As soon as you walk within, you get close enough to it, you notice that to the left and the right, there isn't like a pathway. This door just begins to open slowly. And you get a glimpse of, there are sort of engravings on this door, and it seems to be like very similar to hieroglyphics, where it's the horizontal panels stacked on one another. And unfortunately, the first panel, as this door is rising, once you get close to it, gets covered. But the second one, it seems to be a two figures standing underneath this crescent moon. One of the figures is super big, and the other one is like has like the head of a beast, and they are just staring at this symbol. And as the door is opening, you see underneath that one is another panel, which is just a singular figure surrounded by these shapes. Like behind them are these shapes. They could be animals, but they're all the same. They're just duplicates of the same sort of animal-like shape behind it. And the figure wears a crown. And then the door opens, and you get the sense that stepping through here, you're walking into a much larger, almost like Prince sleeping chamber of an Egypt, like a pyramid, where the tomb would be. And there is a rattling of chains
and a very frightful presence just beyond this entryway.
I get the feeling this one's gonna suck.
Let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
I wanna hold the sword.
So you are walking in this.
It's like pitch black, right?
It's very dark, but as soon as you sort of step through, you emerge through this entryway. You're at the top of the staircase now, and a few different, almost like metal lanterns close by the walls illuminate and reveal this sort of oval-like chamber with a massive creature at the top of this sort of like trapezoid kind of platform, similar to the inside of a tomb, except this is made of like, steel and iron, and the steps are still metal as they lead up to this creature, and the creature is extremely dark until like just some silhouette until you get closer, and as you get closer, it sort of makes its way underneath a light that's nearby. You guys come face to face with a giant, monstrous hybrid, which I have a picture for you.
Uh-oh.
I saw you looking around and I was like, oh, shit,
Yeah,
he's got
I was
our-
expecting our picture.
Oh, fuck.
So this creature has the upper torso is like hunched over with these jagged dinosaur-like spikes coming off of its almost silverly pale leathery skin, and its arms are these gigantic dragging gorilla-like appendages that seem to get wider towards these massive fists, the fist almost bigger than its entire torso. And on the skin of the arms pops out like almost like acne underneath the skin, but instead of acne, it's these faces of different creatures and humanoids. And they all have this very blank, painful expression on their, or sorrowful, almost like 1,000-yard stare. One of the faces that sort of like open up, sort of peek beneath the skin, is that face of the halfling that ran into the Hall of Illusions.
Oh, shit.
The face of this creature droops down and then ends in this sort of like expressionless gray mask. And then its lower torso, as the body sort of like, what is this motion where it like sort of starts to meet in on each other. It narrows into a centipede, like a serpentine lower body with centipede-like legs on it that transitions into this scorpion tail. And now I can show you the picture. That is what you were looking at.
Oh!
Oh, the beast.
Oh, it's the beast.
The beast.
No,
The beast approaches.
It worries me that he has little references for what it looks like when it's beating the shit out of you in the top left. It's like one of it like cracking the ground, and the other of it going 1,000 miles an hour. I hope that doesn't come up.
So how are we posting this drawing?
It
Have
should
we
go
got
on
an
the
idea?
screen and everything.
It goes on the
Well-
screen. And
Yeah, but if audio listeners want to find this art, where could they find it?
Fuck him.
It'll also be posted on Patreon.
Whoa, that's what I was looking for, guys. Holy
The-
shit! But I guess fuck the audio listeners too. Like,
The
like,
one thing that's not illustrated here is that there is a thick mandible, a steel, restriction around its body that is attached to very thick chains. It's like a needle through this metal ring that's attached to the ceiling. So that, and at the end of that is this large stone, like mixture of stone and steel. It's a smooth ball. And that makes it so that if this creature moves forward, it gets stopped by that ball as it sort of, it can't fit through the ring that the chain is threading through.
Got it.
Which also, is alarming because this ball is very large and seems extremely heavy, and yet the weight of this creature the ball is nothing compared. And you get closer, and you hear it speak.
Oh,
Oh no.
Greetings. We have been awaiting your arrival. The doctor has requested I pass judgment on the visitors who have dispatched the puppeteer. Should we allow you to live, we will direct you to the doctor and arrange a meeting.
What the fuck are you?
take us to him now.
We are named King, and we have a question. if you are willing to take this test to see if you are worth the doctor's time. Otherwise, we are instructed to simply consume.
We already strung up the last guy. Gublek ate him.
And this monster, Chimera, essentially is the biggest thing you've ever seen. Like it is you are not even the size of one of its fingers. I mean, it is huge.
Oh, Chip, you scared
Let me put
him.
that
You
in,
scared him
let
now.
me put that in perspective. This creature could grab you with his hand, like for sure, your whole body.
I think for future reference too, if you really want to scare the fuck out of us, having the average human size next to the illustration.
Oh my God, you're so
Oh my
right.
God.
You're so
You're right.
right.
I'll instruct that for Shan for next time.
Yeah, put Gublek size next to it. It's like a little speck.
You're like his fingernail.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what's this test then?
And can we cheat?
We would like to be even. So, should you have a question first, you may proceed. We may have answers.
I look visibly just like
I look over
rage.
to Chip and I look
I'm ready to just
back
kill this thing.
towards it and I look a little.
It just, yeah, it's expressionless, but its posture just seems so melancholy.
Jay looks almost like, I don't want to say disappointed, but like similar emotion to that when she looks over to Chip and looks up. What is the nature of this test? Are we fighting you?
Do you not have any question first?
Is that all a question? I mean,
As we have stated, we have a question. The answer to our question, if satisfactory, will deem you passage to the
Okay.
doctor.
Look, just ask your questions.
Does that count for our question?
Each of you are allowed a question.
Okay? Do you know where Gillian is?
We are unaware of such creature.
And what good are you?
Hey, where the fuck are we, man? What is this shit?
Shit. I didn't think about that. My fault.
Let me check my notes.
Wait, did you say the name is King?
yeah.
Yes.
My fault, King.
My bad. I didn't know you were chill like that. You have arrived and made it to the specimen observation branch of the doctor's laboratory, or SOB for short. We are King. We oversee these specimens and observe in the name of the doctor.
Well, fuck, man. You look so scary. Why are you so smart?
Does the doctor pay you? Are you an unpaid intern? This is so
Too many
important.
questions, Jay.
No.
Can I ask question?
Yes.
Are you happy here?
May we answer with a question?
Can I ask another question after the question?
Yes.
Okay.
What does happy mean?
Okay, I have another question.
Ah, shit, go for it.
No, yeah, go for it.
What do you want? Not the doctor. You.
We want the answer to our question.
Okay.
Okay. I looked at Chip once more. I sort of just solemnly look at it and say, I think we're ready then.
You can tell I'm on the verge, bro. I'm like,
Guys, never fought a dragon before, but this one would be probably about the same size.
God.
Oh shit.
Fuck. We did have that one dragon.
Dugon, my boy.
Yeah.
You
That
mean
wasn't
my
a
boy,
dragon.
Dugon?
That was a sea serpent.
I don't know.
My bad.
I don't
He's
know.
a fucking dragon to me, dude. He's a fucking dragon here, bro.
Gillian's
yeah,
not
I guess he's
around.
not.
He's not your boy. He's
He's not
Gillian's
your
boy. Right
he's
now you're
Gillian's boy.
Gublek.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
my boy.
We shall proceed.
and this like sort of silence for a few moments like fills the room, and they stare almost past you. You can just feel the almost like life essence of hundreds of different creatures emanating from the king as its source, as those sort of faces crawl up the skin and close and blink like eyes almost. It says,
Do we have free will?
We as in you, or we as in all of us?
it doesn't respond.
Gee, that's too many questions.
Can I roll an insight check to see like which we they're referring to? Because that's like very
That's, like,
ambiguous wording.
super-
I don't know
yeah,
like
super-
who is we? Like am I we? Do I have free will? I don't know. I'm just a guy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's part of the encounter.
Yeah. Connie and Bisley, can you guys deafen for a second?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Can I try and slip around to where the chain is and I want to let him out.
There's how?
Like, while these guys are debating free will, if there's a big thing, I want to kind of like climb up there and start, like, I do a little acid damage, basically. I want to start, like, using my goose strikes to, like, melt through the chain. And the idea here is to answer this question by doing this.
I think you'll have to succeed stealth.
That's what I wanted them to deafen for. Would it be cool if I rolled that and then I can either share my screen or I can just tell you what I get?
You can tell me what you get, but it'll be very hard to beat like Jay's passive perception.
It's cool.
So how do you want me to handle it if Jay notices you like
you
something?
can you can handle it. I just wanted to do it because I feel like this is a very Gublek thing to do, having been in the situation that he's been in. So I'm gonna try and beat the passive perception. If they do try and perceive, they have disadvantage. Gublek is gonna kind of like, while these guys are arguing about free will, Gublek is gonna look at the chain, he's gonna look at this creature, he's gonna think to himself, and he's gonna start slipping around to the chain. I got a 24.
Okay, so the king, you will be pretty positive that king will not notice, but 24 is higher than Jay's passive, so none of them will notice.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do, and then I'm gonna start working on that while these guys talk. All right. Cool.
Okay, it is. Do you have a climbing speed as Gublek?
I am a monk, so I can kind of just like run up the wall.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna run up the wall and basically get on the chain. Is my idea. Like, I turn my arms into these sort of like acidic saws, and I kind of start cutting it through.
This is gonna be like the equivalent to the Heart of Steel in D&D that you can possibly do.
That's hard. I just think this is the first monster Gublek scene that he thinks he can actually help.
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to figure out how much it's going to, like, how long it will take.
That's totally fair.
We'll work in threes here just to make it easy. So if the roll to hit, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this to myself so they don't see.
Yeah, do it to yourself and then tell me the numbers. Roll 3 times to hit.
First one is a 19.
Okay.
Second one is a 16. Third one is a 29.
Pretty much majority success.
Did one of them miss?
Yes, one of them definitely doesn't break through or anything like that.
I've got a monk thing that lets me spend some key to up the number of the roll.
You can do that.
So I'm gonna up that 16 to I guess I wouldn't know how much I up it, so I'm gonna go up to 19 just in case. I don't know how this will go, but Gublek wants to do this. Okay.
Just roll one more stealth check for the final.
26.
We can continue with our conversation now. And I guess you guys can technically roll insight, but I'll tell you now that it's going to be incredibly hard to read this creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to Jay. I got a -1 in insight.
Oh boy.
I'll roll it, but he's just gonna tell us, you can't tell.
Yeah.
So why would you roll it, dude?
15.
Yeah, 15 unfortunately is not high enough in order to discern what they're talking about. If they're talking about,
you don't know which face to look at, bro. They're all making different faces.
I've said it. I've just described it. I mean, they have a 1,000-yard stare. They're expressionless, and their face is almost like a mask.
Can't we just kill this thing and make it take us to the doctor?
I mean, Chip,
Even when you say that, it doesn't move. There's no reaction at all.
I can't handle another fight right now.
I don't know what the fuck it's talking about.
Well, let's assume that it's talking about all of us. We as just people. Do we have free will?
Yeah, right? I mean,
you can say that, but there's a lot of things that could be taken into account. Perhaps our will is,
what, like destiny?
yeah, maybe it's sort of influenced by some greater power like destiny. Or maybe our free will is influenced by past events, and rather you're not making the choice. The events that have happened to you in the past are making the choice. It's called determinism. Look it up. It's Charlie actually looking it up.
I'm actually looking up what the opposite of it is called, because that's the one that came into my mind was determinism, but I was like, what's the opposite called of determinism? It's fucking indeterminism.
As soon as I read it, I started giggling.
It's like, bruh.
Say whatever you think this thing wants us to say.
I'm 3 years old, man. I'm like 3
You're
days
3
old.
days old.
Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm only like 3 days old. I worship the moon goddess, bro. I don't care if we have free will.
Does Felipe have object permanence? Has he developed that yet?
I mean, probably not.
Dude, so Gillian doesn't even exist to him anymore. He's gone.
Gillian's gone.
I mean, he still has he has memories and stuff. So
I I feel like that's what they would believe, at least. The answer is no.
No what? Felipe says.
No, we don't have free will. I mean, it's a yes or no question. I don't need to expand on it.
So you just kind of, as you say this, your voice carries throughout this chamber and just bounces off the walls, and there's a silence in the room. It is abruptly interrupted by the quick sound of snapping chains goes, and then this crashing sound of the stone ball behind the king hitting the floor or the steel behind him. It's just a loud crash.
You hear from up in the corner of the room, objection!
And then you see Gublek sort of sitting, kicking his legs in that ring that was affixed to the ceiling as the chain sort of slinks and falls through and essentially frees King from its captivity.
But I think Jay already answered, so...
You could have done that like a minute ago.
No, I mean...
No, I didn't even notice you were gone. What the? You could have said something.
Are you gonna say anything? You just like...
Well, honestly, I was going to, and then Jay just pulled the no, we don't have free will card, and then it fucking broke.
You need to say something, you fucking...
So, Gublek was standing there, like, waiting to say his thing, and then he's just, like, Jay just said no, and he just stunned, broke it. Oh,
You're the antithesis to everything I just said.
yes! But, Jay, but, if no free will, how? You don't know Gublek do that. Gublek don't even know Gublek do that, but Gublek do that because Gublek is free.
What? No, but I could argue that you did that because you were trapped in here once and you feel the sympathy, so therefore, via that same principle of determinism, you did that.
Not listening to you!
Well, I don't think it liked your answer, Jay.
I can't tell, actually. It hasn't reacted yet.
Yeah, I
mean,
haven't had a chance.
I don't know. It's loud noises.
Yeah, that was Gublek, though.
That was the ball hitting the floor.
Okay,
Oh.
but actually, I think that, Gublek think that if you argue that everything determined by past and not current behavior, take responsibility of yourself and move nexus to external world instead of internal, which is bad for long-term development and experience. Gublek drank lots of blood today. Gublek walk.
As you say that, Gublek, and you just scream all of this out, you get hit by that paralyzing sensation of more of these sort of memories flooding into your mind eye. And you're back in that brick room. And you can tell now that as an avian, you are much older now. Yeah, like you spent your whole toddler, child, young teen, teenage life, like a young adult, hanging here, skin and bones. You can't even feel your legs, and you can't look down to see if they're there, because you just can't move your head. You do hear the sound of the steel iron door creak open, a heavy footfall slowly approaching, and your vision is just coming in and out. Your chin is lifted up, and you see a face that brings you, Gublek, a great sense of fear, because you recognize this to be the doctor. And behind some dark shades, this big, white, bright, almost like tiger-like smile sort of leans in as the vision fades, and it just whispers, you hear, "Don't worry, we'll fix this." And then the vision is dark, but you just hear those chains, and then as if you're being like sort of released and taken down here. You come back, and you're in this chamber with the king and everyone else.
Gublek number one friend said, don't matter how born or made, but matter what you do. And Gublek number one friend is Frog.
Sorry, Jay, I'll have to go with him on this one. Damn right!
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Hell yeah!
We get killed for this one, I guess. Well, it's...
Oh, there's the determinism poking its head.
So then, the answer is, we are free. And it sort of like moves forward as it's like lumbering arm, just sort of like a very hulkish arm, just like just moves forward on the steel there, and begins to like move down the steps as the chain just sort of like slinks or not slinks, but like jangles down off the ceiling and hits the ground behind it, and this loud thud hits it as it like sort of dents every environment around it, and it says, "Very well. I think the doctor would like to meet you.
Oh, God bless. Okay.
And around your feet, you see there are these sort of like inscribed, almost alchemy-like circles or teleportation circles that have been sort of engraved into the floor here around where all of you are standing, except for Gooplek, unless you wanted to rejoin the cast here.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll rejoin the. Actually, I'll wait a minute.
Okay, so you wait a minute, and everyone would see that the floor begins to glow where you're standing, and all of the eyes and the eyes of the king begin to glow as well, like the ones underneath its skin. And Gooplek, do you join them or not?
You know, honestly, I thought I was gonna have a chance to talk to King after this, but it looks like everyone's getting blipped, so I guess I'll join them. Yeah.
If you want to say anything else, you have a moment. As it is, it seems to just be like this arcane power up to control the circles, the engravings on the floor.
Cool. Okay. All right. Gooplek raises his hands up and stretches them and says, "Be free! Go unto the world! Blessed with you! Do whatever you want! There are no chains! Peace!" And Gooplek like falls off the chains into the teleportation circle.
I was trying to think of what it might say, but I think it is just standing there, and as you shout at it, it just sort of stares at you, and that face that is like drooping down sort of rises up, almost like the head of a snail, and the two holes and the third hole for the mouth to just sort of like shape into this like a very marionette type kind of smile as you say that. That is the last thing you see of this room and this beast before this very bright, arcane, like almost like lightning-esque sort of zaps around and encompasses all of you, and you disappear.
I'm sure that won't bite us in the ass later.
And that is where we're going to end the session.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh, thank you, Grizzly, for letting me roll some secret dice here.
Bastard, like little goo man.
Dude, I'm a little goo
Dude,
man.
he
What can
can't
I
be the
say?
bastard. That's literally all I have.
Libertarian goo man.
Yo, everyone. Before we get into this next part here, I have a very urgent and desperate request. Please try your absolute best. Do not tweet about this Gillian session, okay? Don't even tag it with spoilers. I would prefer that none of you tweet about this session or anything that happens in it at all. Mostly because I do not want Bisley or Kanye to get spoiled about what happens in this part of the session. Even though I've asked them to stay off Twitter for a week and asked them to mute certain tags, there's no guarantee they're going to do that. So the best way that we can avoid them getting spoiled is if none of you tweet or comment about what happened. And if you must do it, just throw us all off and do something different, like, I don't know, Gillian dies. Anyways, that's all. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the episode. Where we last left, Gillian, you were going through the second case of this trial before the Elder Council.
Please help me, listeners. Every time I stop, he puts me in stasis for another week. Please set me free. Let it end. Let it end.
Going through the second case, your pride before the Elder Council of the Undersea, or whatever these glitchy silhouettes are.
Yeah.
Versions of them are. And you ended up in your hometown that you hadn't been to since you were like maybe 5 years old or so, maybe younger. And you fought Fallen Gillian, the most evil, cracked out version of yourself that could exist.
So far.
And the most genuine one. You'll never see one that would be this genuine. Like, you could believe this could be you.
That's so worrying.
Well, he did say it. He said, a few different choices and you could have been just like this.
I'm putting down a note to later in the campaign plant bombs in some city.
So, yeah, part of the recap. I mean, Fallen Gillian planted bombs all around the city and all around the town.
Literally the Joker.
Gave you an ultimatum, said basically, toss aside your pride, let evil win this one time, and save the ones you care about, whether they're real or not.
Yeah.
Or we can see how this battle turns out on the dust and rubble of a town that once was, just so you can kill, evil yourself. Kill yourself. Anyway, so Gillian made decisions and nearly blew up the town anyways by missing the catch with the button. And you ended up back in this white space surrounded by the Elder Council, to which they brought on the third and final case of your supposed flaws. This one being impulsiveness, being reckless and making your decisions without forethought, and often using destiny as just an excuse, the Triton finishes the sentence there, and you're standing in front of them once again. Are you ready, Gillian Tide Strider, for this final assessment?
As ready as I'll ever be.
The interior, the white space again, starts to do that warping transition between here and a different space. But this time, it's none like any test or trial, any simulation you had been through in your childhood. This feels like you are in, like really feels like you are in the giant Capitol building
Oh shit.
in the Undersea here that you grew up in, walked around many days of your life. And you're in a hallway leading to two giant white, like colossal white pearlescent doors. And you're walking with this sort of feeling of, you know what's behind that door is of great importance, and yet you were uninvited. So you're walking with this sort of rashness.
Like, do I feel in control of this situation, or is this kind of just...
It's like you have been put right back in a memory that was already playing. And just as you come up to the doors, you, Gillian, stop, but this sort of after image of yourself continues walking before you. And you watch yourself open these doors with a burst, like just push them open. And you can see just in front of yourself over your own shoulder, this long table that gets cut off by the left and right walls, filled with different sort of political figures, important elected officials here in the Undersea. And just past them, one singular figure that you can't make out, but what you can make out is you watch yourself burst into this room and create a hush, and then you draw your sword, and you leap over this table without a second thought. You strike this figure in the distance, on the far backside of the room, with no hesitation and a loud scream, and multiple people around sitting at this table sort of rush up from their seats and try and grab you. It's chaos. And then you, Gillian, you blink, and the doors are shut again. And now you feel like you're in control. I'm pretty certain you understand what day this was.
The day I was banished. Gillian puts a hand on the door.
You can hear a bit of muffled talking. Nothing that you make out behind the thick doors.
So Gillian was not invited to this, right?
It seems as if this was going on without it ever being brought to your attention. And so to Gillian, it feels as if this was not.
Okay. He puts his hand on the door, takes a deep breath. Fuck it. And he opens the door.
Slowly, with no, just, all right, so the door creeps open.
Just like a person would open a door.
Right. And you sort of peek your head in and then step 1 foot in. And like before, the room sort of silences. And in your memory, at this moment, you had already walked in here and had divine sense immediately.
Yeah. And in this case, Gillian is going to... You know what? He's going to do the exact same thing again to make sure, because I think he's been... Am I crazy? And he's going to take another fucking big old sniff right away.
At this point, it feels like you are recollecting in a way to try and miss things or see or observe things that you may have missed this day. And you divine sense. And that figure that is on the other side of the room, whom once you attacked, and attacked before even making out who they were, who their feature or what their features were. You do notice the same kind of like bubbling of a evil within, but it's not fiendish, it's not undead. It seems to be mixed with what is also a good energy as well. It's almost as if they've been fused together. Like there is an there's an evil sense, or for you, it's just an odor. And you get that noxious odor, but it's only like one part of this person.
Okay, interesting.
What's even more interesting is there's multiple people in this room that have the same odor. And some of them, it's not a mixture.
If there's no chairs, he's just going to cast Shape Water and make one out of ice and sit down somewhere where there's a spot at the table.
I'd say you're able to do so. And as you do you hear a voice that wasn't familiar to you, then, but is familiar to you now. And you hear, I thought you said everyone here was accounted for. And who might this missing official be?
Well, I look over. Who's saying that?
You look over and you get a very clear picture of where the voice came from, but first behind them is like 3 large circular glass bubbles, like window bubbles, where one of them is currently open, but yet the water doesn't come in.
Okay.
And behind him, or behind this character, you see like, what you know in your mind now is just like a pirate ship, or not a pirate ship, but some sort of vessel that is supposed to be above the sea, and yet in some way it is floating outside of that window underneath the water.
Oh fuck! Is this a
And-
big guy by any chance?
When you look at where the voice bellowed out, it's a massive Olympian of a man, like a very strong Olympian of a man.
What color hair does this man have?
He has fiery orange hair, shaved on the sides, and tied back in a ponytail.
I make incredibly uncomfortable eye contact with him, and my eyes keep darting down to his chest where I put my sword in last.
Your vision seems to do like the shaky blurriness where at one moment it's just his normal chest. When you blink, you can see the sword sticking out, and the flames rising out off the shoulders, and the hair on fire, and the eyes glowing, and he's golden, the skin is golden, and the sword sticks out, and then you
Shit.
blink again, and it's just him normally once more. And you recognize this to be Jay's father, the Vice Admiral, Jason Farron. All alone, standing in front of this gathering of officials, including the elders of the Undersea, by himself.
Maybe I did not introduce myself properly when first we met, but my name is Gillian Tidestrider, and as champion of the Undersea, I have every right to sit in on this meeting.
One of the elders, the Water Genasi, who speaks with some sort of attitude at you, sort of anxiously stands up and holds a hand and says, "It is exactly as he says. This is our chosen one of our prophecy. He must have not had the memo of this meeting today. We'll allow you to continue and allow him to sit. Pay him no mind."
Well,
And Vice Admiral Farron, still standing with this very disciplined posture and hands in front, no weapons, completely unarmed.
I'm just kind of glaring at him.
He glares at you
Yeah.
as well, but not in a recognizable way, just like a you're late kind of way,
Right.
like a judgmental way. And then he addresses the rest of the room again. I am here on behalf of Raft, the Oversea Division and Protectors of our people, in attempts to find means of peace between the two nations that exist on either side of the waters.
What the fuck?
You say silent to yourself. Someone's sending.
I straight up say that out loud.
There's some people that turn heads and they look at you and like their eyes are wide and they like raise an eyebrow and then look away. And he continues, "Because peace is necessary unless you would rather a war. The Navy, the government we call Raft, has ambitions to create order, law, and justice and protection around the world, and that includes your own world. We have not made contact before this day, and so we are aware there are going to be disagreements and discrepancies between the two cultures. And if a war is what you desire, the seals of Raft are prepared to oblige, but not before an attempt at conversation and compliance are made."
Gillian's I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll a d20 real quick. I'm gonna wisdom save against my better judgment. Okay. Gillian is not going to say anything, but he is going to look.
It's a high roll.
Yeah, it's a really good roll. I got a 28. If it was anything below a 20, I would have had some words. Gillian is going to clench his fucking fist under the table and look to the elders for what they respond with before saying anything.
At this moment, these elders aren't silhouettes or figures. So let me tell you what you see. The Triton, who you remember as the Elder Odalath, who looks like he is about to speak, but is cut off by the Water Genocide, who has been doing a lot of talking thus far, who is Elder Celeste. They stand up, and there is a familiarity that you notice now in their face. It's like you have met them before, but not in the way that you know them because they're the Elder, but in the way that it's like they look like somebody you know.
Oh, shit.
And she has sort of these white tied up like dreads that are tied up in like a bun and come across the face, and then one side is shaved, and there are beads and piercings, and her ears are a little bit more sea elf like, and the way that they're pointed and they kind of like graded into pink. They all kind of wear the same sort of ornate robes, though hers is more, I guess, faded and like cut look a bit more warriorish or like tribal, but still very well made and professional. And she says, "And why should any one of the undersea trust those who dwell above? We have no reasons. We have no common goals." And the Vice Admiral speaks, "But we may have a common enemy. There are those who seek to bring chaos and destruction around the world, and it will spread to your depths." And he gets cut off by Celeste, who says, "We are very capable of taking care and protecting ourselves. Are you suggesting we need peace because we need your protection?" And he says, "I am suggesting that unless you want two enemies, you compromise with us."
I'm gonna roll another fucking save. Fuck, I passed! Shit! I clench my other fist, I grab the table and fucking take out a chunk of it. It just like breaks.
At this point, the conversation is just going to go back and forth as if some sort of argument, but in your brain, you have no idea how this would have gone, so it is really up to you on what you want to do next.
Okay, I'm going to make one last roll here, just to see if Gillian can resist, because goddamn, he really wants to jump on this fucking table and tell off this person.
We'll just consider it a disadvantage.
All right. And Gillian puts his hands on the table and steps up on the table.
Some people gasp a little bit.
"We've been here before, Mr. Farron, but this time, I'm not here to put my sword in your chest for a third time. I'm here to tell you, elders, that this man does not represent the land, and he does not represent the best of them. And what he describes, he knows is not peace, it is occupation. And this chaos he describes, these are the actual good people, because there are good people up there. And this big flaming hunk of a man is not one of them."
And Celeste says, a little bit like angry on her face, like a scowl, "And what makes you so sure, champion?"
"Because unlike you, I've seen what they're capable of."
This environment around you begins to sort of like warp again, as if it's about to fade away. But just before it does, you see two things. You see the Triton Elder look concerned, mildly disappointed.
Yep.
But you see the Turtle Elder, who doesn't speak very much, and is the oldest one, literally on his way out. He's so old.
What is he gonna do? Die right now?
Yeah, he does.
Sick.
No, you watch as that Elder smiles,
Oh.
and then all fades, and it brings you back into this white space. Once again, the Elder Council is that silhouette, like glitchy just silhouette sort of forms,
Sweet mama.
and they're all around you again.
I really hate that guy.
The Triton speaks, or Elder Odaloth.
Is he like more clear now, almost? Or is he still a shadow glitch beast, Kingdom Hearts? Organization 13.
If you wish it to be so, you can see through the shadowy silhouettes.
I think it's kind of cool if I can just vaguely make out his, now that he's spoken and I have a more clear memory of him, because it's been fucking months, I can kind of see his form and the colors of his form very vaguely.
The reason why they are so obscured is not because of memory, it's more because of fear. So it's up to you on who you want to see clearer or not.
Okay, in that case, I would like to see him and the Genasi a little more clearly, as I just got on that table and literally stood up for myself.
He says, we are at the conclusion. Gillian, you have one last line of defense before the Elder Council comes to a verdict. There are multiple times in your life, both under the sea and over the sea, where you, without thinking, have put people in danger.
And he hangs his head. This is true.
There are times when you put honor and pride above friendship, camaraderie, and trust in those around you. And when he says those two things, I mean, you think of the times where, the big monster with Jay and Chip who were nearly, dead while you're just trying to kill it. Or the
That
time
is
where
exactly what Gillian was thinking of when he didn't fucking attack Jay's dad, yeah.
or when you challenge Chip to like a duel and he was so messy and bloody.
No regrets on that one.
And then he says, "What do you want to say?"
I want to say many things, but what I will say is this. This trial exists to judge me for my sins, and there is one sin that even when you fail me, I want you to know that I try to bury, but that I will not bury any longer. And he looks around at these shadowy, dark silhouettes, and he says, because my last sin is that I hate you. I hate you for waking me up every day to watch me fail over and over again, and to watch me fall, and to get me back up the next day to do it again. I hate that the only time that I got a real life was when you got fed up with my shit and kicked me out of my home. And so I know what lies before me. Another failure, another disappointment. But I tell you this now, because when I fail this time, I don't want to do it anymore as the weapon you sharpened. I want to do it as Gillian Tidestrider. Not just the person you made me, but the person I have become. So fail me one last time. I'm sorry I couldn't be the chosen one that you wanted. I'm not even the chosen one I wanted. And he's just gonna toss down his sword and wait for the verdict.
Once your voice quiets as it has reverberated in this white nothingness, then I believe we have reached a verdict. And they sort of turn their heads and look at each other, and they all stand, despite hovering above, in unison. And Celeste says, "The Elder Council of the Undersea
Closes his eyes.
finds Gillian Tidestrider."
Fucking shuts his eyes so hard. He's like ready to get vaporized.
And then you hear this crack as the environment around you sort of shakes, and it all goes from white to black, and they disappear. And you look up and you see this tear in the fucking sky above you, this black nothingness, and it opens up like it's being forced through, and you see a bright, glowing green eye, and you hear all around you, "Hang in there, Gillian. Can't have you dying before I get my favor." And then it shuts.
Wait, so am I guilty or not?
And everything for you just kind of sink in this black nothingness as you hear the familiar voice of Niklaus Hendricks, who now has possession of wherever you are.
Oh, shit.
And that's where we end this session.
Niklaus! You motherfucker!
All right, that's it. That's it. We'll see what happens with this back in the real world,
Oh, that's awesome.
where
Fuck.
Jay and Chip have no idea.
I'm gonna be coming out of this so traumatized. Just wait for me, boys.
That was beautiful, bro. Okay.
fuck.
Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
And look at that, you've made it to the end of the episode and you went and checked out Spit Take. But now it's time to shout out the patrons, the $50 high roller patrons. And there's a lot of you motherfuckers now, but we love each and every one of you parasocially. So let's get a shout out to The Milk, Dova King, Beebness, Dapper, Enoch the Joke, Percy, Turtle9591, Hollow Headed. Damn, you said it, not me, bro. Kiwi Palm, Bree Lee, Daxy Boy, Vapor, O Kerberos, I'm Butt Flusting, Dog, Agar Steeljaw, Wolfie, Jaden Grant, Joey Madness. Joey Madness kind of goes crazy. Pippin the Magi. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Sweet Cacti, Baka 7, Cal's the Folded Pizza Zone. Do you think folded pizza is considered a sandwich? Let us know in the YouTube comments that you're on, or on the, you know what, give us a review here on Apple or Spotify and let me know if you think folded pizza is a sandwich or not. Anyways, the awesome man, Amber Curry, Man-Made Imp, Your Personal Jester, Jordan Darlin, Red Sus Over Paradise, Mr. Nacho, Wild James, Kev Senpai, I have J died, now I'm J dead. Mitchell Iverson, Mithril Gear 417, Juzombo, Boss Goat, Elysian Paramore, Grand Archer, Rykor Teason, Artemis Loves You, Krobins, Deathclaw, Apple, Cheshire, Blue Blend Blop, Zerberus, Elvish Cyborg, Alyssa, Lord Ticklefish, Spinyax, Buttery Toast, Teddy Loves Bites, Gillian's biggest fan, Hornier Comet, Sorcerer Punk, Riker Kirotu, that's a classic. Gotta love Riker Kirotu. That's my favorite name on here. No, I mean, I like each and every one of you. Thank you all for money. But also that name is the coolest. Anyways, Nons Lotto, Funny Hats Incorporated, JRWI Enjoyer, and Jay Newell. Listen, if you want me to shout your name on this ever-growing list at the end of the show, head over to Patreon. You know about that shit already now. I'm sure you do. We don't shut up about it. Just head over there, go give us some money, and I'll yell your name from my bedroom. I will do it. Wait, that sounded weird. Icarus, cut that out, because that came out way wrong. No, don't, Icarus, don't put that in, because that's going to sound really weird. I just meant that I'm going to, say the name at the end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye. Icarus, you're going to cut that out, right?